Hi everyone, I'm sitting at my desk, it's the morning, I'm drinking my coffee out of my mason jar, so you know what time it is time for a monthly reset. April was kind of rough, at least for me. I felt like I had a lot going on, like mentally and physically and emotionally. I just felt like I was all over the place. I hope your April was a little bit better than mine. Honestly, nothing bad happened. It was just a weird month, but it's going to be a new month, a new page, a new chapter, and I love the month of May because to me, May signifies like the beginning of summer. It's getting warm out, you can start doing more things with your friends, the sun stays out later. May is just a nice month and I feel like it's not too hectic. There's never like too much going on in May. It's just like a nice month to exist and welcome summer into our lives. So today we're gonna set some goals. We're gonna do a monthly reset. We're gonna do a plan with me. And because May is the beginning of summer, to me, I know it's not actually the beginning of summer, but it is to me. We're gonna make a summer vision board. I have a vision board for the full year, and I honestly feel like it's been working out pretty well. But now I want to make a specific summer vision board because you can never have enough vision boards. So I guess let's just get into it. So if you're new here and you've never watched one of my plan with me's before, I use Notion, which is an online platform that's kind of like a customizable bullet journal, but all online. You can add different pages and have different templates, different layouts. I love it. I was a bullet journaler for years, but then after I graduated college, it just wasn't functional for me anymore. So Notion is awesome because I can have it on my phone, on my laptop, and it's just a nice place to store all of my important information in one spot. Also, if you're new here, my name's Alexis. I'm 24, I live in New York. Didn't say that yet. And if you're not new here, welcome back. How are you doing? Awesome, love it, great. Unless you said something bad, then I'm very sorry about that. All right, so let's just hop right into my Notion because I could just talk all day. There are so many noises outside, I don't even know. Theoretically, I moved from like a very loud neighborhood to like a quieter, calmer neighborhood. I don't think that's real. Sometimes it is way louder here than it ever was at my other apartment. So this is my homepage. My cover photo is always my yearly vision board. So I make one at the beginning of the year, everything that I want to get accomplished in the year, that I'm manifesting, and then I make it my phone background, my laptop background, and my Notion cover background for my homepage. I usually change the emoji every month. So right now I have this little tulip that was for April, but for May, I still feel like I want some kind of flower. I see May as like a purple, like a light purple or a light blue month, but there's no emoji that accurately shows that. I don't know if anyone else sees the months in colors. Like April is very much like a light pink month to me, unless I just do this for May. All right, I guess we'll have to settle for pink. So we'll do this pink flower for May, even though I don't really like it, but it's what we got. So I guess we'll set up the homepage for next week since technically it's not May yet. So I set up my weeks Monday through Sunday. So this will be May 2nd through the 8th. So this is next week, even though we haven't really finished this week. I do have a specific page for my monthly goals, but these goals for the month, they're just general goals that I will look at when I log onto my Notion and be like, oh yeah, good point, I should be doing that. Consistently clean the kitchen and bathroom, make my bed every morning, take my pills every day. I have a lot of vitamins. Go to bed early. I'm really trying to do that this month. So then next I have get it done, which are just things I need to get done that week. And then burner, which is like the back burner, things that I could get done if I have time, but they don't need to be done. So usually on the back burner, I add things like create pins for Pinterest. Think of blog post ideas. Actually, I'm gonna put that on get it done. I feel like you hear about this blog every single time I'm doing a monthly plan with me. So if you don't know about my blog, I had one, it was through Wix. I didn't really promote it anywhere. Like I had it in the description of my videos and I was just kind of working on it for fun. Then I learned more about blogs and I realized that Wix is not a good platform to have a blog on because it's hard to monetize it. It's hard for SEO. It's just not great. You want to have a self-hosted site. I went through and I moved my site from Wix to Bluehost to get a self-hosted WordPress site. It was a whole thing. I had to deal with a ton of internet laws. So I finally moved that over. Then I was able to buy a template for my blog and now I'm setting that up. And I understand the draw to Wix because it's so user-friendly. You just go in, you edit what you want. Like you can literally just type on your website. While on the other hand, having this self-hosted WordPress site is a lot trickier. You have to deal with a lot of HTML and like coding and adding widgets and making sure specific things look a specific way on the back end of it so they appear the right way actually on your website. So I'm learning new things every day. Every night I try to like learn one more thing about my blog, set it up a little more. By the end of May, this will be a goal for later, but I want to have my blog actually published because right now it just says coming soon. I don't have it live yet. And then something else I need to get done next week will be film my 4th decorating video. I know I'm gonna have to do that next week. So then down here, my Monday through Sunday, I can write what I have that week. So off the top of my head, I know I have personal training on Tuesday. I know it will be Mother's Day that Sunday. Yeah, there's nothing else I can really think of that I have next week. And then at the end of the week, I can write anything that I planned that I didn't get done, items that I did not plan for but need to be done, and then something I'm looking forward to that next weekend, which I'll fill out then. And then down here, I reflect on each week. I don't always do this. I actually rarely do this. And then I can archive it if I want to remember it, which I don't usually archive it. Maybe I should, but I don't feel like it. I say this every time I do a plan with me. I also use Google Calendar, right? Like that's where I plan like time breakdowns of what I'm gonna do during the day and when I'm gonna do it. I recently started using Google Calendar like a few weeks ago, like very seriously. I don't use this homepage super religiously. I mostly use the Google Calendar when it comes to like things I need to get done. I would say I use my Notion more for planning like my content and recording like experiences and setting goals and keeping track of those kind of things. I do think Notion is a really great resource, and obviously I do because we're planning my month on it. And this is not sponsored in any way by Notion. I just like them. So next we have my daily to-do. I added this maybe like 2 months ago, and this I use every single day. So I just write down things I need to do. So today we're gonna say film YouTube video, which we're doing right now. So I guess I can check that off. Edit YouTube video, post YouTube video. That's rough. We also need to write blog post, sign contract. I need to sign a contract for something upcoming that I have for my channel. Clean apartment. This place is a mess. I have this daily gratitude tab, but we're not using that anymore because I also have a hard copy journal that we're using this month, but we'll get to this. We'll get to the journal at the end. Next we have my calendar. I'll write stuff in here. It's honestly not that pressing because I use my Google Calendar. So if I think of something, I'll add it, but I'm not gonna add anything right now because I have everything I need to know in my Google Calendar. There is like, what is up? They do have a widget on Notion where you can add your Google Calendar into Notion, but I haven't really looked too much into it. I know there's a way you can do it, but it seems kind of complicated. Maybe I'll figure that out this month, but right now I just have the two separate. Next we have monthly goals. So let's change our little emoji to our new flower that we picked out. So usually I pick about 5 specific goals that I want to accomplish this month. So the first I'll say is publish my new blog. Since we already talked about that, I want to do that. Second is I want to read 2 books. Let's see if we can do it. I say this every month. But with that, I want one to be a fiction book because I keep reading these like self-help books, which are nice, but I think I need to read a fiction book to get me back into reading. And the other one I want to be about habits. I keep watching this girl, Shelby Sacco. I talked about her in my last video. She talks about habits and routine and just like how to live your life better and healthier and all of that. I feel like I only have like very bad habits right now. I don't have any good habits set up, so I want to read a book regarding those, but I need to pick which book I want to read. So I don't know yet. And then I need to read a fiction book. If you have a recommendation for me for a fiction book, please let me know because I am clueless when it comes to books. I want to get back into reading, but it's so overwhelming to me and then I just never read and then I just scroll on TikTok instead. So if you have any recommendations for a fiction book, literally any kind of fiction, a romance, a mystery, whatever. Just nothing too scary because I want to read before bed. Ooh, we're gonna say go to an in-person audition. I went to one in-person audition this month. It was a great leap back into the auditioning world. If you don't know, I'm a performer. I also work a 9 to 5. I also have this YouTube. I got a lot going on. I went to my first in-person audition this month and it was great, and I want to go to another one within the next month. So we'll see if we can make that happen. Go on a walk every day. I'm in my hot girl walk era right now. I have been going on one every day, whether it's at the gym on the treadmill, whether it's around Central Park, outside somewhere. I'm loving walks. Take at least 1 dance class a week. Oh, yes, there's one more. Wake up at 7 a.m. every day. Next, we have my content calendar. This is where I just kind of write out my video ideas. As you know, my posting days are Tuesdays and Fridays, and I've been really trying to stay consistent with that, not missing an upload, always posting on the same days. So I am planning it out here, a little sneak peek if you watch my videos regularly. So I need to plan the rest of the month in the next coming weeks, but I kind of have the first 2 weeks planned out, so we'll go from there. Then we have my budget tracker. I'm so terrible at this. I have not been tracking my budget. So this month I'm really gonna start trying to do that, recording all my income, all my expenses to see how much I'm really spending. Am I saving money each month? Am I losing money each month? I really need to start doing that because ever since I moved into this apartment, I've just been buying things left and right. And you know, they're necessities. I'm living alone now, so that was an adjustment. I have to buy a lot more things on my own now. And I had to buy a lot of furniture, but I gotta cool it with the spending. This is from a template from someone's Notion that I found online, so I'll link theirs below because this is just a page from it, but they have a very comprehensive Notion, which is very impressive, and they have a nice layout. Next we have goals. So as you can see, I finished some of them. I usually try to add one new one every month. Learn Spanish, that's gonna be sitting in there forever because unless I become fluent in Spanish, which I don't foresee myself doing in the next year or two, that's gonna be sitting there. But I have my Duolingo, I've been working on it. And then over here I have learn how to sew, sign up for voice lessons, book a theater performance related job, sign up for an acting class, go to an in-person audition. I actually already did that, so we'll put that in done. New goals, sign up for therapy. This is something that I desperately need to do, that I have been trying to do for months. So maybe this will be the month that I finally sign up for therapy. I want to learn how to play the piano. I've always wanted to know how to play the piano. I honestly think I might buy a keyboard. They're not that expensive, just one that I can keep under my bed and start to practice and learn, because I just feel like as a singer and a performer, that's a good skill to have and a good hobby to work on while I'm just kind of hanging out in my apartment instead of like watching TV or scrolling on TikTok. Next we have YouTube. My favorite part. I say this every time, but it's my favorite part. We can see my growth. I'm a little scared that I didn't meet my goals this month. Let's add May. And I'm gonna have to update this at the end of the month because technically I still have 5 days to gain views and subscribers and watch time hours. As of right now, I have 8,032 subscribers. I've gained about 300 in the last month, and I still have 5 more days, so maybe I'll gain a little more than that. But that's still pretty good growth, especially if we look at where I came from in January. I gained almost 7,000 subscribers. That's insane. As far as watch time hours, I'm at 51,000, which is also insane considering it took me over a year to gain 4,000. Now I'm at 51,000. That stuff like that just blows my mind. And then lastly, I'm at 492,000 views. Not too shabby, almost 500,000. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about all of this. I'm always so obsessed with my growth, and obviously I always want to like level up my channel and do like the next best thing and push it and grow it, because now this is like my baby, my project, and I want this to be my career, so I'm constantly working at it. But sometimes I need to take a step back and be like, wow, you're really doing it. Like, those are some really good numbers, especially compared to where I was a year ago. It's like, you can't even compare. So now let's look at my goals. So my April goals were to hit 8,500 subscribers and to hit 500,000 views. So I was just shy of both of these, which is okay. Did not meet. Now let's set our new goals for this month. We're gonna duplicate this page. We're gonna rename it. We're gonna call it May goals. And I think my goal will be to hit 8,750 subscribers and to hit 550,000 views. I'll see you next month, and I'll let you know if I met these goals. I also just have tabs for video planning and ideas if I just want to jot those down. Then we have my 2022 goals. I won't go over again because I feel like every month I go over them, but I took this template from another person's Notion template, but I replaced pretty much all the pictures with my own, or ones that I just found on Pinterest. And I added some of my own goals too, like I edited them. I have self goals, you know, work out, sign up for therapy, there it is again. Live more in the present, go outside, money, make over $1,000 a month from social media, diversify my income, talk to family, eat healthier, learn guitar, which I know I just said I want to learn piano. I also have a guitar that I want to learn. I got a lot of stuff I want to learn. Then my apartment tab, you've seen it before, it's kind of boring. It's just a list of things I still need. Nothing really to see here. Oh, I did get pasta bowls. I can check that off. Oh, and then technically I got a bookshelf. It's my organizer I got in my last Decorate With Me video. I decided against a bookshelf. It's more of like a cabinet. Then I have a few new tabs. I have my dance class tab. In this tab, I'm just keeping track of all the dance classes that I've taken, what level it is, what the teacher is, and then I notate the dance I learn, I do little reflections, so then if I ever need to look back and try to learn a dance that I learned in a class, or I don't know what class to take and I want to see who I've taken from, I have it all right there. My blog, I have a new tab for that. This is where I'm going to jot down blog ideas, and the different tabs in this tab will probably start growing as I get more ideas and I expand my blog more, but that's kind of what's going on here. And then last but not least, we're going to make a summer vision board. So I'm going to go on Canva and I'm going to put together a little vision board. I use Canva for my vision boards. I use Canva for my thumbnails. I love Canva. We are a Canva household here. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go to Pinterest, get some pictures, and make a vision board. I don't wanna bore you with watching me make it, so I'm gonna do that, and then we'll come back and talk about it. All right, let's talk vision boards. I went on Pinterest, I found a ton of things that I liked, and a ton of things I want to manifest this summer, and so this is my yearly vision board. But we are now getting specific, and we are making a summer vision board. This is going to be an amazing summer. I can feel it, and I have a lot I want to get done, and I think it's going to be great. So we're going to manifest it. So this is my Canva. I'll just show you kind of briefly how I make my vision boards in case you want to make one yourself. Canva's totally free. I do have the pro version because with the pro version you have more options, you have like more fonts, more graphics you can use. I think it's worth it because I use it literally every single day with my YouTube and with my Pinterest and probably now with my blog, so it's worth it to me, but it also is free. This is also not sponsored by Canva. I just love Notion, I love Canva. They're my top two. So I'm not really gonna explain what each one is. Some of them are very specific, other ones are just kind of general, but they're all just things I wanna manifest and kind of have my summer be. I had to put the tub of money. I had to. I did it in the wrong format. I did it in the desktop format, but I forgot I do it in like a phone screensaver type thing first, so I copied and pasted it on. We're gonna kind of reformat it for this. All right, vision board is done. I tried to include a lot of things that were just going to bring me happiness, like wealth, success, like a good summer in the city, working on my fitness, my relationships with my friends, with my boyfriend. This might change a little bit as I come up with new goals and everything for the summer, but this is kind of what I have right now. So I put all the pictures into Canva, and then this layer right here is a little overlay. I decided to do light pink for the summer. This one was a sage green. So I put the overlay on to make everything look kind of cohesive, and boom, there's my vision board. So I'm gonna upload that. And here we go, our summer vision board. Slight update, I'm replacing one picture. One I didn't like that much. We're deleting this one. That's a lot better. I don't know, there was something that wasn't sitting right with me with that picture. So now we're gonna download this again. I'm gonna add image, there we go. And then we'll change the cover. Perfect. And there we have our vision board. So toward the beginning of the video, I talked about writing in this journal. My relationships with writing in journals are so back and forth because sometimes I'll only want to do everything online, won't want to touch a journal. Other times I need to use a journal. So this is one of my old bullet journals. I kind of started using it back in like October, but not really as a bullet journal, more of something to just jot things down. So that's what I'm gonna try to use it for again. So I already wrote out my monthly goals and affirmations. I'm gonna start writing some daily affirmations because I tried doing that almost a year ago. It was good, but I think I didn't fully understand it and it was like stressing me out, these affirmations, making sure to do them in the morning and night. So just daily affirmations, just like writing to myself that like I am loved, I'm doing well, all of that. I also wanna write my gratitude on paper now. I did it online for a little bit, but I think it's more meaningful and it sticks with me better when I write it actually on paper, physically. So I'm just gonna use this journal to kind of write those things out. I do struggle getting organized sometimes. I think I try to use so many complex systems that it overwhelms me and then I end up being unorganized. So that's what I'm gonna try. And I think that concludes this monthly reset and plan with me. Like I said, April was kind of a weird month for me. I had a lot of goals. It's really crazy to think that we're about to be in the 5th month of 2022. Like I can hardly believe it. I feel like the year just started. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you somewhat plan your month of May. I hope you had a great time talking with me, planning out goals. I hope this inspired you in some way to set some goals of your own. If you want to comment what goals you have for May down below, I'd love to hear them because I'm always trying to get inspired with other goals for myself. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.